Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Ducks will put total leather and will get started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the run, it's Hill. Makes a man miss. Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They'll leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. He's looking to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Indiana! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of that.
On defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That's reeled in. It's Overton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw it again. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Snap it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Oh, they're after him, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David. Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. North Texas overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mean Green tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over them.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
With the catch, it's over. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense in an empty set. Let's go. To the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker is Acho. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Keeps looking downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing something going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
At the 20, he's got space. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Indiana.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Going to sling it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Overton. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the... defense covering that thing up.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and it not working.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Quick completion on the out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
This quarterback part of their running game. Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run to the left. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to seal the edge on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Davison. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it out fast. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, come out in the second half now, trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for room, it's Green. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hoosiers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Has it back, and here comes the offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. Played really well in this first half.
The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll send the back in motion. They're looking to throw on second and short. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now, he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Toss sweep to the left. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're testing the right side here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. There he goes. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Hill. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner will be knocked down.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more.
All bottled up, and now the ball is free. And they scoop it up in the end zone. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to the ground game on the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Turning it on. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the stomping has commenced. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Still running at the 40. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling to help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
That keeps the score. Indiana 44, Oregon 27.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Back, and here comes the offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Wants to fire on second down. He's going to run it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you know that every single week this guy's legs are going to be a problem, and the defense just has not had an answer for him. They can't keep him in the pocket. That last play, he's able to get outside, scramble, and go make something happen. And with that last run, he's now eclipsed the 100-yard rushing mark for the game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Ducks have moved it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Harrell. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Calls his own number. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Ducks. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight, give back that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with his back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Racing down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Indiana! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They build this lead here in the 4th, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. TCU is running away with this one thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 28 over Minnesota. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Ducks in the hurry up.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Crosses the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Hands it off. Jukes his way for more. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Going with the ground game left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. The give to the back. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the first down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And that's a play the defense had to have, right? You're down in the game. Offense wants to stay aggressive and go for it on 4th, and they're throwing it. All you got to do is get one stop, regain the momentum, give it back to your offense, and they could not come up with the play.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.